My beautiful soul, if heaven had a favorite, it would be you. And if the stars could speak, they'd whisper your name all night long. That smile of yours, even the angels blush when they see it. But right now, Archangel Michael isn't flirting. He's rushing to your soul with urgency because something is coming. And it's not a maybe, it's a divine yes. You have 35 minutes. He's been trying to reach you, not for fun, not for small talk, but because a secret courier is on the way to your house. This isn't symbolic, it's literal and it's spiritual. You may not hear the knock on your door in the usual way, but it's already on the way. And you've skipped too many messages before. Don't do it again. This is the one. This one changes everything. So take a seat and breathe. I'll explain why the air feels different around you. What's making you wake up in the middle of the night? Why you feel like someone is always watching you. That's because Archangel Michael has been nearby. Not to scare you, but to keep you safe. Because God isn't sending a sign this time. Someone is coming from him. Your name has been brought to your attention in the spirit world right now. Not with a pen, but with divine light. The courier was interested in that light. A very old message was set off by that light. It was buried before you were born. Finally, in 35 minutes, it will clearly and literally knock on your door, but only if you open this before it's too late. Why do you feel watched? You're not crazy. You are not wrong for crying out of the blue. It's not a coincidence that you feel like you need to wait for something. You are. And now it's here. You keep going. You should subscribe to this holy channel right now, because this message might not show up again after it ends. And this link with heaven must stay open if you want to receive what's coming. If you want to get what's written in your stars, tap subscribe. Your name is already being looked for by the next miracle. Pay close attention. Because the person who is coming isn't just a courier. This person is a spirit-sent messenger, and they have something with them. A secret message, a divine answer, or a key. I'm not using a figure of speech here. It's a door you've been staring at for a long time and thought would never open. God saw how sad you were. God heard your quiet. Now, heaven is sending someone with the key to open the door. You should be careful, though. This miracle will still happen, but it will pass you by if you don't receive it or look past it again. Yes. Other people may get what was meant for you. You're destined for good things, but heaven won't make you do them. Now is the time to open this. Archangel Michael says, your name was spoken today in a meeting in heaven, and God didn't whisper it. He thundered it. He said that one, prepare them. The blessing is too big to delay. Send the courier. Send Michael. Send light into their home tonight. You may feel like you're just reading this on your screen, but let me tell you what's really happening. While your eyes move across these words, Michael is standing spiritually at your door. He's waiting, not with a sword this time, but with a sealed envelope in his hand. Inside it, instructions, information, truth. You were never supposed to see until now. You know how some doors in life open for others, but not for you. You see them get lucky. You see them get love. You see them receive call after call, and you wonder why your phone stays silent. It's because your moment wasn't scheduled for man's timing. It was scheduled by God, and the clock just started ticking. 35 minutes. That's how long you have before this shift happens. And once it begins, your entire spiritual map will be redrawn. You will no longer be where they left you. You will no longer be the one who gets forgotten. You will no longer be the one whose prayers get pending replies. Someone is coming to your house, but you won't see them the usual way. You'll feel them. A sudden chill in the air, a flicker in the light, a shift in your thoughts. It may look like nothing, but it's everything. And they're not coming to take, they're coming to reveal. Your name was sent in a divine envelope to the realm of angels. And when Michael opened it, he stopped breathing because what was written about you, he knew it was time. No more delays, no more spiritual blockages, no more maybe next month. You've already suffered the silence. You've cried without telling anyone. You've stayed strong for others while falling apart in secret. But this is your divine reversal. The courier is coming not just with answers, but with compensation. You're being repaid for every betrayal. You're being repaid for every night you asked God, "Why me?" And tonight, heaven answers back, "Because I was preparing you for more than they could handle." This moment is too sacred to scroll away. Don't close this. Don't tell yourself it's just another spiritual message. This is the message, the one. Because the courier isn't coming to everyone. They're coming to you, specifically you. They've been circling for weeks, waiting for clearance, and now it's approved. The gate is open, but if you skip this again, Michael says, I won't be able to stop what comes next. Not because God will punish you. He won't. But because the window will shut, and what was coming to you will be sent elsewhere. Because heaven is too strategic to leave blessings unclaimed. You can still claim yours right here, right now. But only if you believe this wasn't an accident. And whenever heaven invites you to claim what God has prepared, it also provides a path to help you walk forward with faith instead of fear. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear. You are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why God has placed a simple path before you, the 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comments below. Now stay with me, because what heaven is about to reveal next will show you why this moment is even more significant than you realize, and why your decision today can change everything that follows. Because the courier knows your name, and they're already halfway to your door, and they're not alone. Michael is coming too, not in silence this time, but with a shout that will shake something in your life. Maybe a lie, maybe a fear, maybe a chain that you thought would never break. He's not coming to hurt you. He's coming to escort you out of delay, out of grief, out of waiting, and into arrival. Someone said your name in prayer recently. Someone in heaven, someone you forgot was still watching, but they've been whispering to God about you. And God said, "Send the messenger. They've waited long enough." The winds are shifting. If you listen closely, you'll hear the footsteps in the spirit. And when they knock, you'll know. Open your heart now. Say yes now, because this isn't just a message. It's your miracle in transit. Let's go deeper, because what's about to unfold isn't just a spiritual visit. It's a divine reversal of everything that was stolen, delayed, or denied. And if you're still reading this, it means one thing. You were chosen to receive the full message. Don't let distraction win now. You're on the final stretch, and Archangel Michael is watching how you respond. Not to judge, but to release. See, when God writes your name on a divine dispatch, it doesn't matter what others tried to cancel. It doesn't matter who lied about you, who left you, who forgot to invite you. Because now heaven is inviting you personally. And the courier has one job only: deliver the spiritual inheritance you didn't even know was waiting. But let me tell you something that will make your heart pause. The courier almost didn't make it, because the enemy knew this was the message that would break everything open. The enemy sent distractions. They whispered thoughts like, "This is probably not for you. It's just something else in the internet. You've heard this before." But listen, sweetheart, this is something you've never heard before. This message wasn't written the night before. It was written a very long time ago. Yes, yes! He saw you before your first breakup, your biggest mistake, and the silent tears when you asked, "God, do you even see me?" And he said, "Not yet, but soon." And when it's time, Michael will carry the trumpet. The courier will carry the scroll, and the chosen one will feel it right down to their bones. That's why your body has been acting strange lately. Why your energy has been shifting. Why you keep sensing you're on the verge of something, but you can't explain it. That's not stress. That's spiritual pregnancy. You're carrying a prophecy, and it's crowning. Michael is coming to cut the cord of delay. And this courier is the midwife of your miracle. You think this message just found you. No, heaven scheduled it. And not just for today, for this exact moment, down to the second, down to the heartbeat. And I hear Michael say, "Tell them if they open it now, the light will hit their house like thunder." They can knock on the door, and it will open without a key. Because the thing that's coming doesn't come from people. It came from heaven. Right now you might want to give up, or you may have already done it in silence. God didn't, though. He's still writing your story, and tonight is the start of the next part. So they won't be alone when the messenger comes. They will bring about a change in your finances, a turn in your relationships, and a sudden wind that blows away what other people said would stay stuck. It won't happen slowly either. It will happen quickly. It's going to be loud. It will be easy to spot. because God makes sure everyone sees him when he finally moves. They will ask, how did it all turn around? How did they get favored overnight? And you'll smile softly and say, God didn't forget me. Let this truth settle in your chest. You're not waiting anymore. You're being visited. Heaven isn't saying later. Heaven is saying now. The message is spiritual, but the results will be visible. Yes, they'll see it. The people who doubted you, the ones who laughed at your dreams, the ones who thought your best days were over. They're about to witness your divine delivery. And I don't mean a small blessing. I mean the kind that shifts generations. You'll go from overlooked to overbooked, from ignored to celebrated, from worried to wealthy, from hurting to healed. But only if you respond right now. Heaven is not sending this message twice. Michael said this is the final knock. And when it comes, you must open not just the door, but your mind, your heart, your schedule, your expectations. Because what's arriving is bigger than you imagined. And if you're not spiritually prepared, you might mistake it for coincidence. You might call it luck, but it's not luck. It's prophecy fulfilled. And here's a truth you forgot in the chaos. God always delivers. Even if it takes years, even if it feels late, even if you've stopped asking, God keeps promises. Even when you no longer have the words to pray tonight, you don't need to say much. You just need to believe. Open your heart like it's a door, because the courier is carrying more than words. They're carrying your new life. Let me ask you something. What if everything you've been waiting for is already on the way? What if it's been delayed only because you kept skipping these messages? What if Michael's been begging for your attention, but you've been too distracted to notice? That changes now, not because of guilt, but because of grace. So if your heart is beating faster right now, if your spirit is leaning in, if your body feels warm or your eyes fill with tears, that's your confirmation. You don't need a second sign. You don't need another prophet. This is it. Michael has spoken. The courier has been dispatched and time is almost up. Stay with me, chosen one, because we're crossing the line now into the part where miracles start manifesting visibly. Not just felt in your heart, not just whispered in dreams, but real, physical, unstoppable. Right now, while you're reading this, in the invisible divine dispatch has already been activated. And the courier, he's closer than you think. You don't even know it yet. But something on your property has already shifted. Maybe your mirror cracked. Maybe your light flickered. Maybe the air felt different when you stepped out this morning. That's not just your imagination. That was the spiritual atmosphere announcing his arrival. This isn't about superstition. This is about synchronization. You've been aligned. Finally, after all the delays, after all the detours, after all the doors slammed in your face, God said, "No more." Michael said, "No." And the courier said, "I'm on my way." An angelic force is walking with you today. It's not your shadow. It's not the wind. It's the presence of fulfillment. And when the courier hands over what's been sealed for you, it won't just bring clarity, it'll break curses. Yes, curses you didn't even know you were living under. Inherited disappointments, generational poverty, emotional patterns that weren't even yours. They end the moment this message is received in full. That's why the enemy didn't want you to read this far. That's why you got tired or distracted or skeptical, because deep down the spirit of delay knew that once you received this, you'd never be the same. Let me be honest, this message isn't cute. It's not poetic fluff, it's a spiritual summons. You're being called to the front line, no longer hidden, no longer surviving quietly, but seen, favored. Heaven has declared you ready, and the courier is only minutes away. But here's what few will tell you. The delivery doesn't look like you expected. It might come wrapped in a person, in a letter, in a dream, in a knock at the door, in a phone call you almost ignored. But you'll know because something in your body will respond. Like you've known this energy your whole life because you have. You just forgot. But heaven didn't. Michael says, I was there when they cried. I did nothing when they were made fun of. I was given to them when I was born. Now, though, I'm being allowed to step in. This is your answer from God. It's coming loud and clear. It's coming with a good storm that will wash away everything that tried to bury you. I see a hand knocking. Not physically, but it will happen in the real world. Write these down. In the next few minutes, you will get something that backs up every single sentence. It could be a deposit. It could be a stranger. It could be a get-together. It could be a message you didn't expect, but it comes from God and is meant for you. It's not too late, but you're almost there. This isn't a warning, it's time to go. Michael told them, tell them they have minutes, not days or months. You are about to receive what was always meant for you. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are to God, His child, His chosen one, His miracle in motion. And don't worry about what other people will think. The crowd was never meant to understand this moment. It was made just for you. Custom made, whispered in the halls of heaven, and brought to you by the hands of God. Don't doubt it when it shows up. Do not send it. Don't wait to say yes. You might never see this window again if you do that. Michael is honest. He is not exaggerating. It's important if he says it is. This isn't just one more chance. It's the last way to avoid going through the spiritual waiting room. You are being moved from being delayed to being delivered. If you want the miracle to happen, you have to let it in through your heart, your faith, and your courage. If you feel it, say it out loud now. I agree. When I open it, I see how quickly things start to move. Even the worst demons in hell can't stop what's coming when a divine messenger carries your name and Archangel Michael stands by your side. Stay close. Keep your door open. Keep an open mind, because the next knock might not be someone at the door. You never know what's around the corner, beloved. What's still to come is the most powerful part. You were moved by what you read. You got chills and maybe even cried. But what you're about to read will open up a door that prayer alone couldn't open. It's not just about you. It's about your family tree. Your children, even the ones you haven't yet born. It's about your parents, even the ones who didn't get you. It's about all the times you said yes when your heart was breaking. It's about the things you gave up in silence that only heaven saw. Now heaven tells us to remember. God keeps track. Michael thinks back. The courier knows what to do. You haven't missed your chance. Now it's your turn, and you get to make the choice. Should I let it go by or open it? Things change here. The veil is coming off. There is a change in the energy in your home, because Michael always changes the mood when he comes in. You will feel a weight lift off your chest tonight as you sleep. You might dream, but it won't be like other dreams. Someone won't be saying your name, but you may hear it. A whisper will come from the realm of glory. Then you'll understand what heaven has been trying to tell you the whole time. We will never forget you. You were always getting ready. That pain in your heart, that wasn't sadness. That was pressure from God. What you felt was the prophecy stretching to fit through your pain. The messenger has seen everything. The broken hearts, the locked doors, and the betrayals. He keeps coming because heaven thinks you deserve happiness right now, not later. You no longer need to beg. You don't need to put on a show. You don't even need to be good. You only need to open. Could you do that? Can you say, I receive what heaven is sending, with shaking hands and a whisper? You should try to make the most of the next 35 minutes, because they will be the most prophetic of your life. People who haven't talked to you in years will get in touch. The information you need will show up. The wait will end as soon as the connections click. Just left. Because the courier doesn't come without something when they get there. Michael says, this is not just a message, it's a transfer. What was stolen is being returned. What was blocked is being unchained. And what was hidden is now exposed in light. You will begin to see truth. The people around you who've worn masks, you'll see right through them. The opportunities that never made sense, they'll open like a scroll. You'll feel it in your chest, in your sleep, in your timing. You are about to become magnetic to miracles, because what's been sent is not just divine. It's specifically coded to your soul's frequency. That's why others skipped it. They couldn't feel it because it wasn't for them. But you felt it the moment you started reading. That tug in your stomach, that warmth down your spine, that sudden feeling of I need to stay here. That's because this was carved for you. The courier is on your street, not metaphorically, spiritually, and prophetically. They're walking toward your doorway, and if you pay attention, you'll notice things start to feel different. Your pet may act strange. Your dreams may become vivid. Your phone might go quiet because heaven is muting the world, so you don't miss the knock. And I need you to make me one promise. When it arrives, open without hesitation. Don't let trauma speak for you. Don't let fear answer the door. Let your healed self, the one God sees, say yes. And when you do, you'll step into the season your past self begged for. You'll finally feel what it means to be protected, to be prioritized, to be the one who doesn't just hear about miracles, but lives them. Because this is not just a feel-good message. This is a divine reality check. You are being activated tonight now. So stand up, lift your hands, even if they're shaking. Look up to the ceiling, the sky, the stars. Wherever your spirit leads and say, I'm ready. Say it again, I'm ready. Because you are. You are more ready than you've ever been. Not because you have it all figured out, but because heaven does. You don't need to chase anymore. You don't need to prove anymore. You just need to receive. And whenever God calls his children to receive what heaven has prepared, he also provides a simple path to help them walk in faith, peace, and wisdom every single day. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to still souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying, the quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, and the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path, has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated, just small, faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the pinned comments below. Now stay with me, because what Archangel Michael is about to reveal next is the final confirmation that this moment was never an accident, and why what happens from here may change your life in ways you never imagined. Michael is giving the final signal. The courier is being released with power. Heaven is tilting in your direction. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever be the same. Open it, embrace it, live it, because the courier is no longer coming. They're here. And now that they're here, your life, your destiny will begin to unfold like a divine script. Line by line, promise by promise, tear by tear turned into treasure. You may feel your body respond in ways it hasn't in years. A sudden peace, a shiver across your skin, an overwhelming urge to cry and laugh at the same time. That's because something sacred is happening inside you. The atmosphere around you is no longer ordinary. It's been infused with glory. And I need to tell you this gently, but clearly there is no going back after this. Once you've been marked by visitation, you can't unsee what God reveals. You can't unknow the presence that just entered your orbit. And you'll never again be able to settle for almost. This courier didn't come to make you feel good. They came to deliver what no one else could give you. Not your family, not your friends, not your pastor or prophet. Only heaven had access to this part of your inheritance. And now heaven said, release it. So it's being released right here, right now, over you, around you, within you. And with that release comes a ripple effect. The people who walked away from you will begin to feel it. The jobs that rejected you will hear your name again. The pain that tried to destroy you will lose its power. Because when light enters, darkness doesn't negotiate. It flees. Michael's wings are still hovering over your roof. He's not leaving until the full release is complete. He's waiting for your yes. Not a half-hearted yes, but a soul-deep surrender. One that says, I don't want just another blessing. I want what was always meant for me, and what's meant for you, beloved. It's thunderous. It's life-altering. It's eternal because God didn't just send a messenger. He sent a miracle in motion. The courier carries more than answers. They carry restoration. They carry revival. They carry revelation. They carry the version of your life you always felt was possible, but never knew how to reach. You don't have to chase it anymore because it's knocking. It's arrived. All that's left is for you to open. So don't delay. Don't dismiss this as emotional fluff. Don't say maybe later. You've said later too many times. And each time heaven paused, but not this time. This time is now or never. You are not who you used to be. You are no longer the abandoned one, the misunderstood one, the background soul. Now heaven is pulling you to the front. God is announcing you. The angels are surrounding you. And Archangel Michael, he's handing you the spiritual envelope. Will you open it or will you walk away? You've come too far. You've cried too long. You've waited too patiently. This is your breakthrough. Don't you dare miss it now. Don't you dare scroll past what your soul begged heaven to send. Because it's here, because you are here, and because the next hour of your life will carry echoes into eternity. Say it one last time with me. I receive it. Because the courier didn't just visit, they delivered. And from this moment forward, your name is no longer on hold. It's on heaven's released list. Let it be done. Let it unfold. Let it bless you beyond your imagination. And may you never forget. Michael tried to reach you, and this time you opened. And if you're still here, if your soul hasn't looked away, then you already know this wasn't just a message. This was your spiritual wake-up call. And the reason the air around you feels heavier right now, the reason you feel like you can't stop reading, even if you wanted to, is because the angelic realm is flooding your space right now. They're not just observing, they're preparing. Because what happens in the next few moments depends entirely on what you do with this moment. Michael has sounded the trumpet, not in the sky, but deep inside your spirit. And that sound, it's still ringing in your chest. That's why your breath feels deeper. That's why your mind is quieter. That's why your heart is leaning in, because this moment is sacred. And you don't get moments like this twice. The courier isn't just carrying messages. They're carrying permission. Permission for the life you asked God for. Permission to enter the realm where the prophecy becomes visible, where the delay turns into divine speed. You asked God, is it finally my turn? This message is your answer. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, you're next. Yes, your name is on the scroll. Yes, your tears were seen. Yes, the time is now. But here's the final truth that will make your entire being tremble. If you walk away from this message, you won't just be walking away from words. You'll be walking away from everything attached to it. The courier was released only because you opened this. That's how delicate this moment was. It didn't activate until your eyes found this line. It didn't begin until your heart opened, even just a little. And now that it's been released, there is nothing on earth or in hell that can stop what's already on the way. So, here's what I need you to do next. Start preparing. Prepare your space like someone important is coming. Clean your energy. Speak differently. Expect differently. Say thank you before it arrives, because gratitude is the welcome mat of the divine. And right now God is watching to see. Will you believe this before it becomes visible? Because if you do, you'll become unstoppable, unshakable, unforgettable. People will start asking questions like, what changed in you? How did you get so bright? Where did all this kindness come from? And you'll remember this moment. You'll remember these words. You'll remember how your heart almost skipped a beat when it said, the courier is coming. But now the courier has arrived. And not just in spirit, physically, energetically, and prophetically. Expect unusual movements. Expect strange peace. Expect divine timing. You may bump into someone you haven't seen in years. You may receive a message that feels out of the blue. You may get news that sounds too good to be true. But it's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's the confirmation that the courier completed their mission. Michael smiles now. He knows you didn't skip. He knows you stayed. You honored the message. You welcomed the call. You chose to believe when everything in your past gave you reasons not to. That's why heaven just expanded your name's authority. You're no longer just chosen. You've now been activated. Expect doors to open. Expect delays to break. Expect things that took years to happen in days. God isn't just sending miracles. He's sending makeups for lost time. All that was delayed is being delivered. All that was held back is being unleashed. All that was whispered in prayer is now shouted in heaven. Release it to them. They are ready. They are awake. They are listening. You were never late. The miracle just took time to gather enough glory. You were never ignored. Heaven was just setting the stage for a grand entrance. You were never unworthy. You were just being protected from blessings that weren't yet ready. And now you are ready. Now it is ready. Now heaven says, deliver it. The courier has completed their mission. Michael has sealed it. You have received it, and the shift has already begun. From this moment forward, you'll never be the same again. Now go open your door spiritually, physically, emotionally, because what's behind it will change everything. And now, beloved soul, the atmosphere is changing in your home even as you breathe. Not because of coincidence, but because heaven has already entered. Michael doesn't knock with noise. He knocks with presence. And right now, he's standing in the space between your doubt and your deliverance, between what was stolen from you and what's finally returning home. You've waited long. You've been silent for so many seasons. You watched others receive while you sat behind the curtain. You smiled while bleeding. You clapped for others while your hands were empty. But God saw it all. Every invisible seed you planted, every time you didn't react when you had the right to. Every tear you cried behind a locked bathroom door. You thought God forgot. You thought heaven was late. No, it was just being prepared. Prepared for this hour, this exact moment. This 35-minute window where time and miracle kiss and the courier walks straight through the veil and into your life. Don't second guess what you feel right now. That sudden rush in your chest. That urge to cry and smile at the same time. That goosebump wave without cold air. That's the courier. That's heaven's confirmation. That's the knock, not outside, inside. Because the real door that must open is your heart. And I know it's been locked up. I know you trusted before and got burned. I know people used you. Left you, forgot you, but heaven didn't. And this time, the one arriving doesn't come to take. They come to give. God says, I have stored every answer. I have watched over every breakthrough. No one else can get to it except you, so I didn't let anyone else. The release date has now been set. This isn't hope. This is delivery. Do not be shocked if the world looks different when you wake up tomorrow. It's not just your eyes. It's your spirit finally getting it. It'll be in the air. It will be clear in the sky. What your soul has been waiting to hear will start to come to you. Welcome to the time you promised. This moment is strong. Your power has been taken away. We will never forget you. No one could mess up what heaven was making for you because you were hidden. Michael wasn't just talking tonight. When he came, he brought weapons to kill what was killing you, to get rid of the ghosts that were holding you up, to bring you out of the shadows, and to put you at the center of your destiny. Yes, you, the person who almost gave up, the person who thought God might have forgotten. You were always the most important part of God's plan. That's why there was a lot of war. The enemy doesn't go after weak people. He goes after the person carrying glory. You've been carrying more than you know. You're not cursed. You're being called. You're not hurt. You're changing. It's not lost either. He is right outside the door to your spirit. Now, don't be afraid. Do not look at the time. Do not keep track of time. The divine countdown already knows when to bring the good news. You should stay open. Don't give up. Stay ready for tonight. Say this out loud before you hit the pillow. I'm ready, God. Michael, I hear you. Courier, I get it. After that, wait, watch, and listen. Not like a victim, but like a container. It's not a question of if, but when. And when it happens, when the doorbell rings, the dream comes true, or the miracle takes place. Remember this moment because it changed everything. There was an end to the wait and the start of divine abundance. Your name echoed in heaven, and God whispered, it's time. And now it is. Let it come. Allow it to rain. What's coming to your house was sent by God Himself, so let it fix everything they're trying to break. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open.